Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic, Issue 8. With the fate of the galaxy at stake, Jedi vs. Mandalorian. Flashpoint, Part 2. Framed by his former masters for murder, Hondo and Zayne, Carrick flees for a dangerous place, the battlefront. With Mandalorian forces seemingly stalled at the Republic frontier, the mining world of Vanquo provides a temporary haven from the law. Temporary because the stalemate ends suddenly. Surprising Zayne and his friends, the crafty criminal Grief, the adult inventor Camper, and the recalcitrant droid LB. Now Vanquo is no longer behind the lines. It's the scene of a Mandalorian blitz. The timing is worst for Camper's protector, Jarael, who's mistaken for a Jedi by the Mandalorians and swept away. Zayne's plans to mount a rescue using their ship, the last resort, are dashed when it's stolen by, and for all people, the leader of the Mandalorian shock troops.
It's working, Mandalore. The Republic fleet's left flank has split to cover Vanquo, clearing the way for our main thrust. Then the path to Taris is clear, at last. Even Admiral Veltra cannot mine the frontier and the home front at the same time. What about Vanquo itself? We're setting up an orbital screen so the main force can engage the major settlements on the day side. On the night side, the first shock troops report minimal resistance from the mining camps. But there's something odd. One camp seems to have evacuated before they knew we were coming, impossible as that seems. Our troops there report they are in pursuit of what appear to be smugglers, and they took a live Jedi of all things, all alone there. They're becoming thick as Minax all of a sudden. More meat for Demigod. Did Rohlan lead the assault as I ordered? Yes, though the troops report they've lost contact with him. For his sake, he better hope he's dead.
Zayne, help me.
Anyone?
Do something, or we're dead.
What the shooting of the little old guy.
Worry about that later. Look out.
Zayne, he's raising the ram.
Let go, LB. It's about to...
Oh, I'm not going anywhere with you ever again.
Wait, where's Camper?
This is my ship, Mandy. This belongs to the girl you took. Let's trade.
It's just a hand, LB. We'll get you a new one. Where did Camper go?
I don't know. Just help me get these mining charges someplace before they decide to die. The charges. Look out, you idiot. It's not just junk rolling now. That's my brother.
I'm sorry.
I'll be the armor guy. He took your hand.
Yeah.
It's okay, LB. You got him.
You're fast henchman. You sure your folks were professionals?
My mother's a gardener. My father's got a dead-end job at a nowhere bank.
Camper, ease off on the afterburners. We've got enough problems down here without you trying to kill us.
Let me out. You've got it wrong. I'm not a Jedi. This is payback, isn't it? I posed as a Jedi. And now this is Zayne's force getting back at me. Is anyone out there? Anyone?
Just spotted a Mandy leaving the planet, sir.
It's the ones coming toward it we have to worry about, helmsman. Keep the courageous at the center of the line until the captain returns from taking his call. Word is that Admirals Veltra and Somos are reforming for a last stand to protect Taris, but it's not looking good. I guess this isn't the time to suggest to Captain Karath that there might be some opening soon at Admiral.
Defeat is not a career opportunity, Morvis. It's just defeat. The last soldier alive is always the supreme commander of his own forces. Hardly worth a parade.
Sorry, Captain Karath. But it's almost exactly as you predicted. Mandalorians are breaking out here on the Rim and 2 other corridors.
You sound uneasy, Morvis. Don't you know a victory when you see one? You're witnessing the triumph of Republic priorities. Mandalore spends years picking off unaligned rim worlds, the Senate seats. Mandalore gets too close to one full of Republic business interests, and it throws at Republic membership, and a security cordon so long it would take 5 fleets our size to crew. I'm sure Mandalore did a little dance when he heard the Republic had pledged to defend Taris. They've called these last few months war. I think you can see it's nothing of the sort.
It's as you said, Captain. All these proxy wars over neutral frontier supply worlds were just their means of probing our strength.
And preparing for the real show for today. What's that there?
Looks like a junk hauler trying to make a getaway. Identifies as... Captain, it's the ship of the Jedi traitor Carrick.
Carrick. Track him. Take fire from the Mandis if you have to.
Gunnery reports. He just went to hyperspace, Captain. Toward Mandalorian space.
That's it then. Our Jedi killer was a Mandi operative. Who else would be mad enough to head for their territory? So much for our wonderful supportive relationship with the Jedi Order. And guess who inherits the mess? I'll deal with Zayne Carrick personally, provided we survive today.
You're locked inside a camper's special, buddy. They're used to smuggle people across the galaxy. If you thinking living in that suit of armor is bad, try doing it in a 2-meter space for a month. Well, there you are. Our guest is still not talking.
That's not our only problem. We're in hyperspace.
That's a problem.
That's a problem. Camper's some kind of homing device built into Jarael's bracelet. Somehow, it's tracked it to the edge of orbit. The Mandalorians took Jarael into hyperspace on a fast attack ship. Combat outboarded and followed. Back into their territory.
Wait. We're going into Mandalorian space after Jarael.
Oh, some jewelry they really like.
Then you better let me out.
8 docks.
Crazy talk. Why should we?
Because you need me if any of us are to survive. Myself included. Stay still, Jedi. This is for your own good.
No, don't. What are you?
Keep an eye on him, kid.
Don't bother, you're as trapped as I am. They're going to Flashpoint. Was your friend a Jedi?
No, I am. More or less.
Well, the troops must think your friend's a Jedi because Flashpoint is where we've been taking the catch.
The catch. The catch.
She has my lightsaber. Maybe they thought she...
They wouldn't have taken time to think. Since your Jedi scouts started nosing around the frontier, we've got a standing order. All Jedi are to be taken alive to Demegal.
What's a Demegal?
Demegal is the top Mandalorian biologist, and he's studying captured Jedi to understand their talents. He set up shop at Flashpoint, that stellar research station we captured a while back. It's near the front, yet inaccessible.
I remember. Stations on a planet ridiculously close to its star. The day is just an hour long, and anyone hits foot outside the magnetic shield goes boost from the heat and radiation. It's a person now.
And a good one. Your friend's lost. We have to turn about when we leave hyperspace. Return to the front and try to escape.
Listen, Buckethead. We're not gonna abandon Jarael. We are not.
Hold on a second. Escape. Why would a Mandalorian want to escape other Mandalorians?
We just have Glorious Dead and the soon-to-be Glorious Dead. I'm one of the latter. Rohlan Dyer, shock infantry, veteran of, well, of more campaigns than you've ever heard of, more than even I want to think about.
Got your gut full, huh?
Impossible. I'm of the Mandoid. The fight is everything. And I'm good at everything. In another life, I could have become Mandalore, but my place is in the fray. I move armor and flesh, not symbols on a map. I got my glory, and I got it again, and I got it again. But these last few months, since we started probing the border, I began to wonder about the symbols and the map. We fight because we're Mandalorians, but this fight, there's something off about. Do you know why the Mandalorians are fighting the Republic now, instead of any of the other galactic bodies or races we could challenge?
No. Oh, I was taught that Mandalore served to Ilikal Roma in the Sith War. But we haven't had to deal with the Sith since then.
I just think the Republic was the biggest game in town. I guess I never thought about it.
Neither did I. Neither do any of us. Then there's the way we've gone about it until now. Luring the Republic into undeclared war. A little at a time. Order skirmishes here. Police actions there. Putting you on alert. Or putting you to sleep. The Mando Age usually prefer a more direct approach. We're pragmatic, not treacherous. I wondered and I asked, they didn't answer. So when they called me up for the next battle, I didn't answer.
Then what are you doing back on the line? Your guys, I think they'd kill a deserter.
That word doesn't exist for Mandy's boy. A Mandy's defined by his reputation. What we think of them, it's why they fight. They're a bunch of zeros in smelly suits.
If you won't fight, it isn't acknowledged. A Hondo, a coward, is put back on the line in the most dangerous place they can find. You fight, or you die. By the way, the enemy sees a warrior willing to die for the clan. But I'm not a Hondo. I kill the enemy. Then I run to search for the truth. But here on the Outer Rim, there's no place to run to. 6 times they've caught me and sent me back. Only this time it's different. The prologue is over. We're breaking out on the Outer Rim. And more. The real Mandalorian wars have begun, and it's my chance to break free. Free to get some answers.
I'd like some answers about this invasion. Why stop probing now? Why the full-on assault?
Don't you watch your own news? Not long after we started capturing Jedi scouting our lanes, something happened on Terrace. A Jedi student killed the whole graduating class there. I'm surprised you haven't heard.
I caught a piece about it.
When the killer escaped and embarrassed the Jedi, Civil Order collapsed. Businesses pulled out. The gangs went wild, and the Jedi left.
They left?
Were called to Coruscant. Yesterday, we heard. That's when Mandalore gave all of us the signal to attack. Terrace is the key to this entire sector. I don't know who that rogue Jedi is, but he has a lot more to answer for than murder. That's his problem. Our problem starts when we leave hyperspace. Chances are, once we emerge near a flashpoint, they'll have me again and it'll be back to the front. Maybe Terrace this time, maybe Coruscant. It won't be as easy for you, especially if you're a Jedi.
I'm going to make this right. I don't know how. You say there are captured Jedi already on Flashpoint.
A few. I helped catch one myself one time, before I ran. Your feisty buggers.
Last resort is barely making lightspeed. The ship that took Jarael is probably already there. Well, we've got a few hours yet. That's just enough time, I think.
She's no good to us dead, you know. She's been the one attacking me. Good spirit, though.
Stay put. Stay down. Stay quiet.
What? What is this place?
Dr. Demagol's waiting room. No appointments necessary.
You're all Jedi. What are you doing here?
Captured on Surja. Ambushed. We were just going to look around, but it's like they knew we were coming. Glorious first outing for the crusading Jedi volunteers, wouldn't you say? Squint.
No worries, guys. I'm a bit taller, that's all.
What? What did he do to you?
Nothing I can't handle. There are better vacation spots in the galaxy there. You're new.
Jarael? And I'm not supposed to be here.
That goes, 444.
Ah, a fresh arrival. You are most welcome here, my dear woman. I have an endless supply of theories about Jedi abilities, yet I keep running out of Jedi. Join me, won't you?
Demago, wait. Leave her, I'll go.
Squint, you know you're my favorite, but this is rude to our new guest.
Take me. I insist. I must have some ability you haven't discovered yet.
What are you doing? You can barely stand.
These are trials only a Jedi can survive, Jarael. And I think we both know I'm the only Jedi in this conversation.
How did you know?
Because we do have abilities they have yet to discover. Maybe that will be their undoing.
Next time on Knights of the Old Republic, a detour from the front of the life of Lucian Dray.
I did it. I am guilty. I killed the Padawans on Terrace. You will find them and bring them directly back here. No diversion. No delay.
I would gladly have given my eyes and yours for you to be able to see what the Miraluka can.
Forces are in motion. You will bring Zayne before us.